To the Charlotte Stadium here in Paris for the kickoff of Super League 1996. Let's get down to pitchside and join Steve-O to introduce tonight's teams.
The fullbacks tonight are Lauren Lecousse, Wassile Savatabua, the right wingers are Mikhail Pushkanov and Joe Dakutunga. The left wingers, Arno Savello and Matthew Crowther. The inside centres, Frederick Banquet and Linton Stott. The inside centre, Pierre Chamoret and Jean-Marc Garcia. The standoffs tonight, Todd Brown and Ryan Sheridan. The halfbacks, Patrick Onta and Dean Lawford. The open side prop, Gregory Casala and Paul Broadbent. The blindside props, Jason Sands and Danny McAllister.
Pilier toujours, 21, Jason Sands et Danny McAllister.
The hookers, Patrick Torre and John Lawless.
Ce soir, Patrick Torre pour Sheffield, Lawrence Jones.
The first set of second rowers is Darren Adams and Andy Hay. Completing the second row set is Didier Cabestany and Paul Carr. And finally, the loose forwards, Jacques Pesch and Mick Cook.
So that's the way the sides line up, Steve-O, introducing them from the pitch side, a feature of European Super League this season. Mick Cook, the loose forward for Sheffield Eagles, 33 years young and revelling in this new lease of life. Just let's recap the teams for you. Luchettes, Pishkanov, Banquet, Chamorin, Savello, Brown and Onta. And then it's Casala, Torre, Sands, Adams, Cabestany and Pesch. On the bench, Devecchi, Turner, Pastricortine and Bloomfield, the coach Michel Mazeret. And the Sheffield Eagles team getting themselves ready, psyching themselves up. Savatabua, Dakwitonga, Stott, Garcia, Crowther, Sheridan and Lawford. The forwards, Broadbent, the skipper, Lawless, McAllister, Hay and Carr, and it's Cook, the loose forward. On the bench for them, Aston, Farrell, Lawton and Senior, and the coach, of course, is Gary Hetherington. Match referee, it's a big night for this fellow too. Stuart Cummings is our official out in the middle, and he has got as big a job on his hands as have these players. Nerves will be tingling. This is the moment they've waited for. This is the start of European Super League. Paris Paris Saint-Germain will take on Sheffield Eagles. All the formalities just about finished. The smoke from the fireworks is cleared, and that is the tall figure of Gregory Casala, the huge prop forward. He's 6'4", 17 and a half stone, and he was spotted playing rugby in the Grenoble club here in France, and he has been plucked and brought into the Paris Saint-Germain outfit. It's a marvellous stadium, it's a wonderful atmosphere, and this is the moment that we have all been waiting for. Paris Saint-Germain will kick off. They will get proceedings underway, and it's going to be Freddie Bonquet. He needs no introduction to Sheffield Eagles, to Featherstone or to Wakefield Trinity supporters. Bonquet will get the European Super League underway. We're just waiting for the whistle of Stuart Cummings. He checks with his officials either side, and the European Super League is underway. You notice also a new innovation in the Sky Sports coverage this season. The clock in the top corner of your screen will be counting down. We will keep the official time in the Stones Super League this year. Paris Saint-Germain against Sheffield Eagles at the Charlotte Stadium. Steve-O, we're underway.
Tremendous atmosphere out there. The crowd really have lifted themselves. You can see how eager that the Paris side are in defence. They'll have to be for the full 80 minutes. It was a good run by the prop forward, Paul Broadbent there. They really are using the forwards, but what a great break!
Ryan Sheridan, lovely break, and he's still going strong, and he's tracked all the way by Onta, and Bonquet is there too. Mick Cook wants to get on with it. They've made 70 metres in this set of 6. Stand by for the little kick through from Lawford. Pick up. Now then, he hasn't passed that ball, so that's a free tackle. That's a 0 tackle.
Nice little kick there through from Lawford, but good chase by the second rower, Andy Hay. They really have got their tactics sorted out here. We said before the game that the youngsters Sheridan and Lawford, how maybe they would handle this atmosphere early in the game. Well, we saw there that Sheridan made a magnificent break.
It's 4 tackles gone. That's the 5th, according to referee Stuart Cummings. They've only made 23 metres. Tremendous defence here from Sheffield Eagles. Bonquet will drop the ball downfield. Underneath it is Sovatabua. And Sovatabua, this is the 0 tackle. The kick downfield, fielded by Sovatabua. That now is the first tackle. So Sheffield Eagles with 7 in this particular set. This is Broadbent, bouncing off the tacklers.
That's good defence. They really are mixing it there. Casala leading the way. An unknown quantity, former rugby union man. He'll have to show his strength. It looks as though Paul Broadbent, the Eagles skipper, is in fine form.
Oof, big crunch there on the number 14, Sovatabua.
Oh, Jacques Pedge it was. Dearie me, the loose forward put his body on the line.
This is Paul Carr now. Paul Carr unloads the ball to Garcia. It's collected by Matt Crowther. Referee says it's a knock-on. He'll put the scrum down.
Good play by the winger, Pishkanov. Came right in from the touchline, took the gamble. Well, nerves are plenty. A lot of people had doubt, perhaps. And we've seen over the years that the French side, often, they are pretty shy at tackling, but not this outfit so far.
Referee Stuart Cummings has told the players that that ball hit the opposition, hit the tackler, and that's why Paris Saint-Germain got the head and feed. This is number 19, Arnaud Cervello, the winger for the Paris side, from the Saint-Estève club, so he's a man who's used to victories. This is Casala, huge figure of a man, former Polish Rugby Union international, Casala. That's Onta, he will help it on wide, and it's well picked up by Cabastani, another of the French internationals in this side.
Good work by Broadbent and Carr, but another mistake from the Eagles.
That's the last tackle. 16 metres made in that particular set. Great defence again. Little chip over the top, inventive play. Ball is knocked forward, though, by Todd Brown. So close.
Good play by Bonquet there. He could see that the sweeper on the Eagle side was very slow. Well, an enterprising start by this Paris side. And I think some of the Sheffield players realise that this is not going to be a Sunday afternoon picnic.
Second tackle on Danny McAllister. And it's Mick Cook who picks the ball up from dummy half. That's 3 tackles gone for Sheffield Eagles. There's Cook now in at dummy half. It was Lawless who took the ball up first of all. Oh, and Paul Carr is wrestled to the floor.
Pretty hard knock there by Darren Adams. Not so sure he did the right thing. He appeared to me as though he stepped on the player, got away with it.
Broadbent offloads the ball to Cook. They work the angle well, and that's Linton Stott. It was on the last tackle. That's the turnover. And Torre comes up with the ball for Paris Saint-Germain. That's Patrick Onta. He helps it on. Laurent Luchette has joined the line.
Good play by the skipper there, Chamaret. You could see he put his body on that line with the defence. Well, this really will have lifted the spirits of this Paris side.
5 minutes of this first ever European Super League match gone. And it's 0-0. And Stuart Cummings shouting out to the Paris side, that's Cartra, that's 4 tackles gone. So Stuart Cummings has done a bit of homework in the French language. And Casala takes it up, 5th tackle, 39 metres gone. High kick, downfield. That bounces off, it's going to be play on. The Sheffield Eagles have the ball back in the shape of Linton Stott. Good little run from Stott.
Well, the idea was there. They obviously feel that Joe Dakwatonga has got a few problems in fielding the high ball. That's the second occasion that Paris have put the ball into that corner. But they must move up a little bit quicker.
Took a bang there, Savutoba, Dakwatonga. Limping, the winger, over on that far side. This, though, now is McAllister. And a hand on the ball at the play of the ball. Stuart Cummings, pretty quick. Blows the whistle, penalty to the Sheffield Eagles.
Well, making a real meal of it there, I'm afraid. Patrick Torre, the hooker, and there you can see the big prop forward, Casala, just getting away. Sands also involved in that. Silly penalty, really.
But they didn't find touch, the Eagles. That's a big blunder. And that's the first tackle for Paris Saint-Germain. Back in control with the loose forward, Jacques Peche. There's Torre. Another international. And maybe a touch forward as Jason Sands came onto that football. Torre again is the dummy half. And this now is Adams. Darren Adams, the big Kiwi, signed from the Paris Racing Club, the rugby union club here in Paris. Good ground made here by Saint-Germain. They've made over 60 metres. Little grubber kick through. The fullback does well, Savutoba.
He really did do well there, Savutoba. He put himself on the position. Well, that's the second time that the Eagles have failed to drop one back, but it was a lovely kick through from Patrick Onta. He's going to be the engineer for any try scored, I'm sure, in this Paris outfit. But I must say, I've been really impressed with the way that this Paris side have defended.
And they've been disciplined as well, Steve-O. They've carried the ball up for 5 tackles in each set that they've had the ball in their possession. So they're holding on to the football well. Carr gets that pass away. It was risky business. Garcia, the Frenchman in the Sheffield Eagles outfit, picks it up. Has to go across the face of the play, though, before he's hit by Casala. Now then, here is Andy Hay.
That shows you how solid the defence is, that they were forcing the centre, Garcia, across the line. No way through.
They waited for the kick. They almost delayed fatally. Lawford dummied as though he was going to kick the ball through.
Well, that's the second.
Picks it up off him.
That's the second occasion that the Eagles have handed the ball over. An injury there to the prop forward, Jason Sands, involved in that last tackle.
Offside against the Eagles. Creeping forward. And referee Stuart Cummings is telling the Sheffield Eagles players to stand with him and not creep forward and go in front of him. Penalty to Paris Saint-Germain. Keith Senior's coming on. Let's go down to Bill. They have made a change. Bill?
Yeah, Keith Senior on for Sheffield Eagles. It looks like Joe Dakwatonga, the winger, has gone off with pretty serious injury by the look of things, because they've taken him straight off the park, and I think he's heading down the tunnel from where we can see now. It looked like a knee injury. So that's Sheffield forced into an early change already. Keith Senior comes on, and he'll go onto the wing in place of Joe Dakwitoga.
Tremendous driving tackle you saw there from Paul Carr on Darren Adams. Carr in again in the tackling, getting through a heap of work. This is on Tatton, lovely little run around it is too, and this now is Bonke, and Bonke to the corner. Now the referee will have a look at the touch judge, and the touch judge has called for the screen. Referee calls for the screen. He wants to have a look at the replay before making the decision whether Bonke was in touch. Taking no chances, Stuart Cummins wants another look.
Making history, but what a beautiful run there from Banke. They really did catch its stride, and you see that it was knocked out by Senior. Now then, Stuart Cummins will look at the replay, make the decision.
Referees in the screen in the stadium. The referee looking, waiting for the decision of the third official. Watch the decision. 10-metre scrum, no try. I think the picture showed that Bonke lost the ball.
He certainly didn't get the ball down, but I think you'll find that the substitute came across and just knocked it with his fingertips. Either way, it could not have been given a try, but that would have lifted their spirits. It's a beautiful work move. They did the runaround with Patrick Ontar.
Sovatabua on the run, the Sheffield Eagles full-back. Makes good ground. Coming up to 10 minutes of this match gone. Half an hour of the first half left. He's pinched the ball. Has Bonke. Bonke for the corner. Try! No doubt that time. Blinding start for Bonke. Tremendous start for Paris Saint-Germain. They take the lead. Freddie Bonke, the first Super League try. And Paris off to a flyer.
The new rule. Freddie Bonke, man-on-man, stole the possession. He was denied barely seconds before. Man-on-man, fingertips, took the ball. It was Lawless that was caught. And the centre. Oh, superb stuff. Frederic Bonke. He knows he's going to make it this time. There'll be no call from the referee, Stuart Cummins. What a start for Paris. The crowd have absolutely gone bananas here.
Tremendous start for Freddie Bonke, the 22-year-old. And of course, Bonke scoring tonight against his former club. First Super League try, and it goes to the Frenchman. They lead by 4 points to 0. The kicker is number 14, Patrick Torre. The hooker just couldn't find the range. He misses. But Paris Saint-Germain crucially have a 4 points to 0 lead against the Eagles of Sheffield.
Well, at a time where the Eagles really wanted to just calm things down, they've just made a substitution because Dakwitoga injured. So the right winger off, and they were at 6s and 7s trying to get themselves organised. And at a time when possession was vital, the fingertip control took it away from Lawless, and off he went.
Bonke, the try scorer, Bonke just kicked off, and he's found a touch over on that far side. The referee puts the scrum down 20 metres in from touch on the far side. Sheffield have the possession, and that is Dean Lawford, the scrum half.
Good play by the loose forward.
Garcia.
Good play by Pesh there. Very quick out of the scrum. There's no way that Lawford could make any ground, and you can see clearly that this Paris side are moving quickly in a dish-like defence out wide.
Stray boot of Paul Broadbent catching Jason Sands in the mouth there, and Sands looking at the touch judge on this near side, who would have none of it. They're struggling to get to his feet. Now this is Lawless, who lost the ball, trying to make amends immediately, gets it away to Hay. Lovely run from Hay. This is Ryan Sheridan. Sheridan's got a ton of support out wide, and it's Keith Senior, the substitute, who is buried in that tackle by 3 Paris defenders. So close though, the Eagles, and they're in. Oh, he's lost the ball over the line. Linton Stott. And the referee again wants to take a look. He calls time off, and he goes for the screen. It looked as though Stott had lost the ball, Has he got over the line?
Good work on the blind side. A little halfback got it out. You could see there that Savello, the winger, and he's lost it. The crowd's telling the referee, Stuart Cummins.
Pierre Chamarin was the man who was applying the pressure. The referee, Stuart Cummins, is waiting for the decision on the screen in the stadium.
Well, he's making history, referee Stuart Cummins.
That's twice he's called for the screen in the opening quarter of an hour here.
Bit of a smile on the referee's face, and they're right.
20-metre tap then for Paris Saint-Germain. They had already lined up. They had seen the replays as we had seen the replays. And Stuart Cummins had got them lined up, but he called for the screen. He had to wait.
Not only that, it has proved now. It's convincing. There is no way they can get out of it now. It's quite clear, not only to the officials, but also to the crowd, and that can only help.
Stuart Cummins getting the Sheffield Eagles side back a good 10 metres. He's really working hard with the players. He's speaking to the Frenchmen in their native tongue, and of course he is well understood by the men from Sheffield. It's a high kick downfield. That's hanging in the air. Good take by Keith Senior, under pressure from Pierre Chamarin.
Good work by the skipper, but it was a great kick.
And Paris are offside.
Plenty of time there to get their players down. They'll be quite happy there, the skipper, Chamarin. Really is a talented player, got all the experience needed to lead by example. A new club, a new league, the Super League.
The huge kick hung in the air from Todd Brown. Keith Senior dealt with it perfectly. Only just on the field, remember. Senior, the substitute. Broadbent has been there from the start, the Sheffield Eagles captain. Sheffield, of course, who finished 5th in the Centenary Championship, their best ever finish. Paul Carr gets the pass away, and this is McAllister. McAllister spins in the tackle. Sheffield are closed down, though, and it's that huge figure of Casala. And this now is Ryan Sheridan. They're in the danger zone, Sheffield Eagles. Clobbered, though, by Torre. Great tackle.
Came in well over the top there. Sheridan really felt that. Here's Lawford. I must say it, this French defence, they really are working hard.
Here's a chance, though, for Lawless again. Gets the ball back to Cook. But the Paris defence, they are working hard, and they have defended that set of 6. And it's the turnover. They lead by 4 points to 0 here in the Charlotte Stadium. Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, surely the Sheffield coach, Gary Hetherington, will get the message out to his Chargers. That's a 3rd occasion that they've had the handover, yet to use the kick. And the French side, Paris Saint-Germain, have used the kick to good value.
People still coming into the Charlotte Stadium as this match counts down towards half-time. 24.5 minutes of the first half still to go. The clock you see in the top left-hand corner of your screen, let me repeat once again, that's the official time as that kick just finds touch.
The little general, superb play this. Well, he just got the right kick at the end. Bit of a wry smile on his face. Ontar, he's been around for quite some time.
He is, he's the longest serving international for the French. His debut way back in 1986, the 10-all draw against Great Britain over here in France.
Well, the Eagles have to start taking a look at themselves. They've got to really roll their sleeves up. 23 minutes into this game, and even though they've made quite a few breaks, they have not gelled together. They look a little bit lost at the moment. It's down to individual skills, and I'm sure that's not pleasing their coach, Hetherington.
Broadbent carting the ball up again. Of course, the Eagles have had to rejig and reorganise. Keith Senior is the man on. That's McAllister, though, with that drive upfield. Let's get some news of Dakwitonga downstairs his bill.
Joe Dakwitonga's got a lot of ice on his knee. It could be ligament damage. They're giving it about 10 minutes to see whether it wears off, if it's just a bad strain. But he doesn't look very comfortable at the moment. A lot of ice on that knee. Alan Hunt down on pitch side as well. I think impressed by this Paris Saint-Germain start.
Yeah, obviously Sheffield are cutting them up a bit round the rucks, but they're scrambling very well, and they've taken an opportunist try, and they've got a deserved 6-point lead. They've taken the chances. Sheffield really have to keep at it around the ruck with the hooker and try and open France up a bit more. But France, Paris, they're sticking in there, and it looks for a good game.
Darren Adams plays the ball on tap with the little dab down the wing, but the ball runs dead in goal.
He won't be happy with that. The idea was there. He was put under a lot of pressure by the second rower, Andy Hay. Far too strong. Well, he'll be pleased with their effort so far. He knows that he's got to keep them going. Experience of Chamaret, the skipper, and of course Ontar. Important that he keeps them away. There's a buzz in this stadium, and with tackling like that, why not?
Tremendous defence. Number 23, Didier Cabastanet, and Freddie Bonquet on Jean-Marc Garcia. This now is McAllister.
They mean business. They're putting their bodies on the line. Amazingly, Jacques Ferrou, the man who brought this all about in France, created the Paris side in the Super League. He told him yesterday, Eddie, that just go out there, really enjoy it. Play with pride, yes, but make sure you enjoy it and entertain.
Well, they're entertaining so far. They're leading by 4 points to 0. We're coming up to the midway point in this first half, and they're starting to sing in Paris already. They are pretty impressed. Lawford, and the crowd, they are saying here in Paris tonight, is now approaching 15,000. What a start for European Super League here in the French capital. They've been pouring in through the turnstiles since the very first whistle. This is Lucas as he takes the ball up, and that's the Charlotte Stadium, this impressive stadium, an all-seater, 25,000 capacity, and they've attracted 15,000 here for the opening match in European Super League. Terrific start.
For the Paris side, yes, but the Sheffield Eagles really have to shake themselves. Really lethargic. On the last play, the ball set of 6, they were just stood still. They have to start moving forward.
Patrick Torre is the dummy half, and he gets the pass away to Jacques Peche, his loose forward. 46 metres made in that set of 6. The ball now is flung back into the arms again of Bonquet. Again, they attack that right-hand side. That's going to be a 0 tackle. Senior picks the ball up, runs it back, doesn't pass it, carts it up, gets the 0 tackle. And that's number 1 in this set of 7 now for Sheffield Eagles. New rule in Super League this year.
And it's working well, but good defence again by the loose forward, sorry, the second rower, Didier Cabastanet. He's working hard. See the defence moving up quickly, but that's a good ball out wide.
Linton Stott has some space to exploit down there. Touré is after him though. A little bit of help from Cervello as well. But Sheffield Eagles now pouring forward, looking for the opening. Good pass. This is Linton Stott again. Good tackle though by Lucas. In quickly.
You can see the fullback shouting to get someone back. As soon as the fullback had moved in to do that tackle, he knew the kick was coming.
Good kick. Deep in goal here. The ball goes free. So close.
Good kick from Lawford. Really well coming through. Beautiful break though. They're making the initial break at the start, but the scrambling defence is pretty solid. Good work indeed there. Chamaret leading by example again.
Time's back on, clock's ticking down. Jacques Peche takes it up. Met by Paul Cook, Mick Cook, his opposite number. This is Pierre Chamaret, the Paris Saint-Germain skipper.
Good play by Linton Stott there. We said before the game that the clash between Stott and Chamaret would have been exciting. Certainly has proved that way, keeping a watchful eye on each other.
Jack Quitonga, the Sheffield Eagles winger, is sitting ruefully watching as Onta makes another little inroad into Sheffield Eagles territory, and that's good ball again. It's supported by Onta. He's got the man inside. Bonquet again. Garcia with the tackle. Bonke looking to offload as he went down in the tackle. Nobody was there. But Onta floats the ball out wide. Just hauled into touch. That's a great tackle by Keith Senior.
It had to be as well. He's got plenty of speed as Cervello. Nice long ball out wide, though, from Patrick Onta. But Frederick Bonke, what a great game he's having. But no support there. You could see that Sheffield were very slow to get back. The beautiful pass by the loose forward, Jacques Pesch. They're playing okay.
McAllister again for Sheffield Eagles from the South Queensland Crushers Club. The ball went backwards, play on. Sovatabua has the ball for the Eagles, but it's been scrappy so far.
Good work from the prop forward Jason Sands, and the defensive work of Darren Adams in the second row for the Parish side. They really have excelled themselves.
That's a great run from Lawford. Shamaran doing well, and Onta. Andy Hayes, the dummy half. This is Sheridan. The high kick. Here's a tester. And it's come back for Garcia. The referee has got the hand up, though. That's the last tackle. That's the turnover.
Well, the referee, Stuart Cummins, has claimed that the ball there came back to Bonke and that he made no attempt to play for it. And I think on the replay, he was right. Well, at least the message has got out to the Eagles side that let's not just give the ball back after the 6. He's put the kick through on the last 2 occasions. That's what Sheffield have done.
That's bad news for the French side. Freddie Bonke is injured.
He would have twisted his leg, perhaps, when he went up for that. There's the defence. Bonke twisted the knee, perhaps. Oh, that's a bad mistake. Well, he allowed
he thought the ball had gone backwards.
Well, Cummins was just allowing the advantage, non-forthcoming to Sheffield. Look of dismay on the face of Arnaud Cervello. Got plenty of speed as a youngster.
That's a blow for Paris. Bonke, their try scorer, is off. He has been substituted by Ian Turner, number 25, who is a centre or a standoff, who played for the Brisbane Souths club. This is Turner's first appearance in France.
A fiery
25.
Fiery customer as well. He'll get really stuck in. Typical Australian attitude. But again, we see quick defence, Onta leading the way. They're not allowing Sheffield much room to move.
Stott again, seen plenty of the ball first half. Sheffield have had the better of the possession, but they trail on the scoreboard where it matters. That's a lovely run, though. It's a terrific run from Dean Lawford, and Lawford scores a quite magnificent try. Dean Lawford cut through the defence with apparent ease then. The Great Britain Academy international sliced through the Paris defence and has scored under the post to level the scores.
He was the one man that really was playing up to scratch. Beautiful play by the youngster. Looked as though the runaround was coming through, and it did with his half-back partner, Sheridan. But look at the explosive speed there, and for once, the arms of Didier Cabastanet, not enough. Well played there. Run around, and you can see they just held off. Cabastanet just a little bit slow to move into that position. But that's just reward for that man. He's worked hard.
Super try from the 18-year-old Great Britain international. The first Super League try of his career, and of course the first Super League try scored by a British player. Dean Lawford levels the scores. Right underneath the sticks for Lawford. Played, as I say, for the Great Britain Academy against the French in Hull last month. Kicked 4 goals in a 64-10 victory. And it's Matt Crowther who has got the goal-kicking responsibilities for the Eagles. He's bang in front. The crowd here tonight doing their best to put young Crowther off. He's only 21. No problems, though. Steady nerves. And the Eagles have the lead. They lead by 6 points to 4 here at the Charlotte Stadium.
You'll see the defence, there's a man there, the one goes up. It's Brown that leads the way, but I'm afraid the loose forward, Kabastani, or should I say the second row, was slow to get through there. But let's not take anything away from this youngster. He's dynamic. Nice little dive. By Jove, the Eagles were desperate to get that. Oh, great crunch there by Lawless.
Broadbent was in as well to lend a hand, and the man who felt that was Didier Kabastani. Look at that. Terrific tackle.
Well, that'll lift the Eagles' spirits. The try, and when you come up with a tackle like that, hard work in the forwards.
Maybe the Eagles now beginning to find their Super League feet here in the French capital. Good tackling by Andy Hay, but the Frenchman managed to keep that ball alive. Chamaran was the man who was hunting the opportunity. That's Torre, the hooker, the kick downfield. Zero tackle calls Stuart Cummings. Great chase, super chase. Jacques Pesch leading the way.
Good play again by the loose forward. And you can see there again, Darren Adams. What a great tackler, what a worker. Coming across again. Oh, that was a bit high, though.
Number 13, Aaron Adams, came in with the swinging arm.
Well, he undid it all there. That's a silly penalty to give away. Sheffield camped down on their own quarter. Little doubt that he went over the top of the shoulder. A little bit over-enthusiastic, but he has worked hard. You know how it is important to really have a good game today.
Well, Darren Adams, Steve-O, is 6'4". Kabastani's 6'4", and Casala is 6'4". They have some height and weight in that Paris Saint-Germain pack.
I'm glad I'm catching the plane back tonight. Wouldn't want to meet those.
This is Linton Stott on the run. Sheffield are beginning to find their feet. Lawless from dummy half. Stott is there to take the pass. And here's the engine room. It's Sheridan. Tackling, though, on Sheridan was by Todd Brown, his opposite number. Lawford again, scorer of the try. Broadbent helps it further wide to Sheridan. Sheridan is starting to impose himself on this match. They're having difficulty putting Sheridan down. He's 12 metres short of the line. Chamaran comes in to finish him off. Lawless directing operations at the play the ball. Switches the direction of the attack. Andy Hay on the burst, and Andy Hay scores. They caught them on the blind side. And Andy Hay with the try for Sheffield that stretches the Eagles' lead.
Nice switch to the blind side there, the little halfback. See how Lawford just pulled him in there. Andy Hay's timing was superb. It's all about sucking in the defence. The little halfback then, you could see the defence go at him, and at the last split second, beautiful football, tremendous stuff there. The fullback, Duquesa, sucked right in. There you see Brown says take it, but I'm afraid that Brown went too. Nothing that Pesch could do. It's all about positioning and the timing of the pass, and that was superb.
Second rower Andy Hay, 22 years old, former under-21 international. Played against the French in Albi. First try for big Andy Hay, and the Eagles beginning to smile a bit now here in the French capital. They've weathered the storm. They took a 4-0 deficit, and they have bounced back with 2 tries. And Matt Crowther, from bang in front just a few minutes ago, 1 out of 1. This is certainly a far more difficult angle. Two tries in 5 minutes for the Eagles has turned this game round. He's pulled the kick though. Paris 4, Sheffield Eagles 10.
3 defenders, they sucked into Lawford. The positioning of Hay is quite superb. It was always going to be a try as soon as the ball was released. That is tremendous work from the youngster. Dean Lawford having the time of his life, and the confidence must be building now between the 2 little halfbacks. Sheridan and Lawford, they will come more and more into this game, I'm sure.
Cabastane taking the tackle from Sheridan, yes. The two young halfbacks that Gary Hetherington has given first chance to in Super League, meaning Mark Aston is on the bench. They are starting to enjoy themselves, and Adams has dropped the ball. Eagles have got it back. Try scorer Andy Hay. This now is Mick Cook. Bounces off one tackle. Can't get away, though, from Cabastane this time. Carr is in at dummy half. That's two tackles gone. Lawless, the acting halfback, into the arms of Sheridan. On to Lawford, the link for the Eagles. Stott is there. 7 minutes, first half to go. Sheffield Eagles ahead, 10 points to 4. Sovatabua has joined the line. Sovatabua sees a space. Turns and spins in the tackle, keeps the movement going. They're loaded out wide if Sheridan can get it out to them. Goes the other way instead, finds Carr. Here's Broadbent. Now Andy Hay. Hay over the head of Broadbent. Cook picks up the pieces. Referee said the ball went backwards. Play on Eagles.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. That ball looked to have gone forward to me. Broadbent touched it. That's a forward too.
And the referee agrees with you this time. Senior thought he was in for the try.
Nice play again by Lawford, though. They really are buzzing. And that's a one there. Now, that was projected forward. And also, perhaps Cook may have been classed as being offside. Either way, the Paris side quite happy to get possession. They'll feel a little bit better now, the Sheffield Eagles. We mentioned earlier that on 3 occasions they've handed the football over, playing out their 6. Now they're using the kick.
But Steve, I think it's no coincidence that since Freddie Bonke went off with the ankle injury, Paris Saint-Germain have gone into their shell. He started like a house on fire.
Well, it certainly it was a bad loss to them. But I'm more inclined to think that the Sheffield Eagles have got back into their game plan, not just doing individual stuff, but working hard for it.
Nearly through. Mikhail Pishkanov. Referee calls the knock-on.
Never really under control there from Pishkanov. But a neat little pass by Patrick Ontar again. Well, it really wasn't intended to get a pass out wide.
Yes, it bounced off the chest of Turner. Means that Sheffield Eagles are back in control of the football as we enter the last 5 minutes of this first half. Broadbent goes down in the tackle. Casala was in there, so too Jason Sands. Lawless gets the pass away. He finds Lawford, another wide pass to Senior, who brushes the tacklers off. And Shamaran has got through some work in this first half. Here's Sovatabua. Lovely stepping run from Sovatabua, the Fijian international. Carr keeps the movement going. Tackle coming in on him from Cabastane again. Oh, juggling skills, but not of the right order. Lawless again, making an error.
Making an appeal to his skipper, Paul Broadbent, saying, but he really never had control of that. Well, I'm sure that Gary Hetherington will be quite happy to talk to his charges at half-time. Offside at the scrum. Far too quick. Quick penalty taken.
And they're taking it quickly too. Onta is doing his best to try and inject the speed into this Paris Saint-Germain side. Shamaran, as he picked that ball up, he was clouted by Senior. It was a terrific tackle.
Tremendous play by the winger there. Came off the touchline. Lined up the Paris skipper.
That's Casala. He plays the ball to Torre. Torre trying to get the pass back. Adams keeps the movement going. Casala is there again. Broadbent gets to him with a little bit of help from Linton Stott. Less than 3.5 minutes to go. First half. Paris trailing 10 points to 4. Ball bounces off the chest of the number 24.
At another 10, you'll find that it was Jacques Pestes there, Eddie, but it was a well-worked move back on the inside, and really it was wasted. If it had taken that football, that would have been a try. I know you shortchanged me, but
I looked down the list. I looked down the list. There was no 24 there. This is Sheridan, though. There's a number 6 there. Sheridan, terrific run. Oh, he loses the ball in the tackle, though. Paris gets the ball back. It was a terrific chase back by the defender. And Ryan Sheridan is down. He has felt the full weight of that tackle. This is Pishkanov.
Well, that really would be a bad blow for the Eagles.
Touré, that's a lovely ball from him. And that's Jason Sands, who was on his inside. Touré is there again. Remember, Eagles have got a man down injured, but they're spilling the ball, the Frenchman. Picked up neatly there by Danny McAllister. He takes the tackle from Kabastani.
Todd Brown, not the best pass there, but he was looked after, wasn't he? He really did move up quickly there. Matthew Crowther getting himself involved.
Crowd are quiet inside the Charlotte Stadium. They know that as we approach half-time, this is perhaps a crucial stage of the match for Paris Saint-Germain. They don't want to concede another try. They won't for the time being. Linton Stott has dropped it.
Took his eyes off the football there. Not the best pass, though, from Andy Hay. Well, a few errors creeping in on both sides now. Quite cold out there. Bit of a wind appears to have just got up over the last 5 minutes.
Linton Stott forming the defensive line as this scrum goes down. Sheridan has limped his way to the sideline, so Eagles will play up to half-time, no doubt, hoping that the attack doesn't come down the left-hand touchline as far as they are concerned. We're in the last minute of this first half, and that's Darren Adams spinning in the tackle, but halted by Broadbent.
Good work also from Jean-Marc Garcia.
Little kick through, and that's a try. Well, it's either Pishkanov who is claiming it,
or Todd Brown.
He's having a word.
It's definitely a try, surely.
He's given it right on the stroke of half-time. Pishkanov has claimed the try. Todd Brown was there too.
Doesn't matter.
I think you'll find the last touch was Pishkanov.
Doesn't matter who scored it. It came at a vital time and engineered by the little master, Patrick Ontar. Well, Pishkanov may claim it, but I'd give it to Todd Brown. Either way, it's just what the doctor ordered. They really did split them away there. Fullback Savatabua was really very, very slow coming across.
Pishkanov is the man who scored the try, the 28-year-old. The man who played in the Emerging Nations World Cup for Moldova. He got a hat-trick against Morocco at Northampton. And how's that for a conversion from Patrick Touré? And there's the half-time siren. The referee, I don't think he's heard it. The referee has not heard the half-time siren. And he's still not heard the half-time siren. He might now. No, he hasn't. We can hear it. Everyone around the world can hear it, except Stuart Cummings out there on the field.
Well, the crowd are making a real din. The guy with the klaxon is going bananas. He's trying to make sound. He's noticed now as Stuart Cummings.
The touch judge waved the flag in the air, and he says he can't hear it. It's a long way from here to there, but the scores are level at half-time at 10 points all. Right on the stroke of the interval, Mikhail Pishkanov came up with a try, and it was a wonder kick off the touchline by Patrick Touré. So Super League is off to a flying start here in the Charlotte Stadium in Paris. Paris Saint-Germain 10, the Sheffield Eagles 10. And it was the little general, Patrick Ontar, who came up with the kick, and Pishkanov who came up with the try. It's 10 all.